What's up, West Creek?
You're tuned in to Coyote Entertainment Television,
a show all about the Creek and everything that's going on here at the school.
I'm your host, Alexa.
And I'm Taralyn.
First up, we turn to sports. Each week, we plan on highlighting one of our outstanding sports programs here at West Creek.
This week, we chose the football program. Colton, Marcus, and Dylan got an exclusive interview with one of our assistant football coaches, Coach Jay.
The way the game started, it could have gone either way. West Creek's offense was very slow due to receivers not being able to catch the football. The pressure was on Caden Pace as getting the ball out of his hands was a problem due to Northeast's defensive front. The defense played well overall, however one bad performance could result in a bad play, and that is what Northeast took advantage of. Our defense held strong all night. Unfortunately, a few broken plays cost the Coyotes big. The chunk plays stretched the deficit and the Coyotes didn't have enough time to recover. West Creek football has shown a lot of positives against a good Northeast team, and that is something to look forward to this year. Finally, we needed some input from Coach Jalamo.
I'm here with Coach Jalamo. I got 3 questions for you. The offense was on fire to start off, and then things started to slow down. Why did the offense lose momentum?
Well, we actually felt like they got fatigued. We started cramping up. It was hot. Northeast is a good football team for a reason. But we know we got work to do. It's the first game of the year, and we'll get back after it today.
All right. The defense was a brick wall for a majority of the game, even though 30 points were given up because of the occasional big play in the drive. What are some things the defense needs to perfect on to prevent those big plays?
Well, we showed on film yesterday, and like you just said, it was one man out of place or one player out of place. The defense was phenomenal all night. We're pretty proud of those guys for a solid 3 quarters. And we had guys play every snap on defense. That's pretty tough to do, but for what we asked, they did their job for sure.
And last question, what are some things the team can do to prevent the pressure Caden Pace received by the Eagles' defensive line the entire night?
Well, we made some changes, and I don't mean that in a bad way. We got guys that want to play the offensive line. So today they just go. Yesterday we watched film, and today we go back to work. This group hasn't played a whole lot together, but starting, I mean, it's been what, a month and a half that we've been piecing the offensive line together. I think we got a good group starting today, and I think you'll see some improvement throughout the weeks coming up.
Next, we have our segment we like to call Spotlight. With this segment, we want to shed some light on one person in the school.
It could be a teacher, it could be a student, or it could be one of our awesome administrators. This week, Shayla, Alexa, and I got with our new principal, Dr. Ferrell.
I'm Dr. Ferrell. I'm the principal here. Been doing it for about a month. Before that, I was at Montgomery Central High School, and I was there for about 11 years as an assistant principal and athletic director. Originally, I was from Savannah, Georgia, but being a former military kid, I moved around a bunch. So I spent time there, then moved to Colorado, went to Fountain Fort Carson High School outside of Fort Carson for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade, and then moved to Clarksville my junior year, and so I went to high school at Kenwood my junior and senior year and graduated from there, and then moved away, but found my way back to Clarksville as an adult. Before I got into education, I did a lot of different jobs. Typical young person trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do and check those things out, pursued those interests. And then I kept coming back to teaching and coaching. I've always had a love for sports. And so, naturally, if you want to coach, a lot of times you have to teach. So that was kind of the initial hook, but once I got into the teaching part, I found that I enjoyed the teaching part just as much as the coaching part. I was a U.S. history, world geography teacher. Loved my time in the classroom, loved building relationships with the students and getting to spend so much time with them. Also loved my time helping coach and doing that aspect of education as well, as far as educational athletics. I just really had some good times there. And then just moved up and I've enjoyed my time as an assistant principal athletic director, and I'm really enjoying my time as a principal here at West Creek. As far as priorities, I think the first thing is just kind of getting to know the students, getting to know the staff and the community, and then just kind of being like a giant sponge and just soaking up what's already here, learning about past traditions and things that we've done or we'd like to do. We have a lot of people that come from a lot of different places, and so whether it's students that have been in other high schools or teachers that have taught at other schools or worked in other schools, they all bring with them some knowledge and traditions and things that can help make our school the best school possible. For the students, you guys really are the ones that determine what our culture's like, what your high school experience is like, what all this year, this month, this semester, this 4 years looks like for you guys. You guys are in the driver's seat. I hope all of you guys have the same goals that we have for you, what we want it to look like. And I can sum that up pretty quick, but we want it to look like somebody that's ready for the next step when you leave high school. And so if you'll take a step back and not worry about all the typical high school stuff about whether how you look or what people think about you or what's cool and not cool, and just put a little more time into listening to the people that are here and that love you and are pouring into you, I think you'll get what you need from these 4 years, and then you'll be ready for those next steps, whether it's at the college or career level or military or going to work for somebody or starting your own business, whatever it may be. You'll be ready for that and ready for success.
Our final segment is all about clubs or other cool after-school organizations that we want to display for you.
There's so much to do here at the Creek, and it was hard to narrow down exactly what we wanted to show you. Let's start with a new club this year, the FBLA.
I'm Garrett King, and I'm the president of the FBLA.
I'm Jose Grimaldo, and I am the vice president. The way that I would describe FBLA is basically an organization that's run by students where we practice a lot of business etiquette.
You can learn business etiquette from FBLA, business vocabulary, business, it's all around business knowledge.
Learn a lot of stuff and really try to prepare ourselves ready for the real world and business world.
FBLA is Future Business Leaders of America. You can find it in Miss Wright's class. She is the business teacher for our school.
We are actually set to have another meeting on the day after Labor Day on Tuesday. Our current meeting schedule, we're thinking once every 1 to 2 weeks, and FBLA is in Miss Wright's room.
I think it's very honoring in a way, kind of a great honor to be the first to start up this FBLA club in our school.
I also will say it's a little nerve-wracking just because we're the ones kind of mostly running things, so we're also starting it up. So for the dress code of FBLA, it's more just like business casual. You can't wear something outrageous to our stuff like that. I also do know that FBLA's colors are red, white, and blue, so those are also proper attire.
You should dress differently for FBLA because FBLA is preparing you for the future of the business world. That's why you should dress professionally when you're in the FBLA.
I would say people should join FBLA to actually learn a lot of business stuff and to get them prepared for the real world. Personally for me, I'm joining FBLA so I could actually get a lot more comfortable with public speaking and stuff like that. I'd say I'm smart, but something that I lack is talking to other people face to face.
I expect FBLA to better and improve myself in a professional way for the real world. That's what I expect from FBLA, to learn real world experience from it.
That's all we have for this week. Tune in each week during CCRP to catch all the awesome sports, clubs, and people that West Creek has to offer.
This is Alexa and Taralyn signing off for the week.
We are West Creek.